Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, today, William Ruto chose to call Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and that was in reaction to the statement that Tanzania made shortly after issuing a press statement. Please, before we continue, because I've noticed that so many people forget to like our videos, please, I'm humbly requesting you to like this video, share this video, subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed before, and those who've supported us before by subscribing, thank you so much for that support. Now, I want to take you directly to a video that we suspect could have led to William Ruto calling Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and literally apologizing for the mistreatment that has been shared online. You know, Kenyatta was hosted in one of the local mainstream media stations, and Kenyatta decided to expound more on the frustrations, and she even went to an extent of telling the government of the day that if they don't want to support Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, then waachane nayo. So just listen to what Kenyatta said.
If the government has made a decision and a choice not to support the office of the third retired president, then let it come out clearly and state it. For us, we will not have a back and forth concerning this issue. Again, there are offices that have been created to handle these issues, can investigate and find out what the truth is. So we want this just to be known by the public. This is not what we require, this is not what we desire, but this is what we have been asked to do because of what has been continuing in the media. But our position is very clear, and we will not have this back and forth again. Let them just come out and say if they don't want to support it, let us know as an office that we are not supported, and we will move forward. Very
well, ladies and gentlemen. Because of that video, I suspect that could be the reason why early in the morning there was this footage of William Ruto that surfaced. And William Ruto can be seen there talking to someone over the phone. And that call, it's alleged that that is a call that he made to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and talked to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta about those frustrations. So these details were released by Hussein Mohammed, who is the State House spokesperson. So Hussein Mohammed went to his X handle and shared the following. This morning, President William Ruto had a conversation with his predecessor in office, the fourth president, President Uhuru Kenyatta, regarding concerns about facilitating the functioning of the retired president's office. So that was a tweet that Hussein Mohammed shared in his X handle. And then he went forward and shared another tweet. This is what he said in the second tweet. President Ruto had consequently constituted a team led by Head of Public Service to immediately address all the issues raised, including the location of the retired president office and the attendant staff establishment. So in this tweet, ladies and gentlemen, what Hussein Mohammed is basically trying to say is that Ruto called Uhuru Kenyatta, one. Second, is talking about the two personnels whom the State House had refused to confirm. And one of them is I think the administrator and the media personnel, talking about Kenyatta. Now, the video that I shared, ladies and gentlemen, that video, I suspect that is a video that prompted William Ruto to call Uhuru Kenyatta and probably apologize. There's also another video that was shared in a daybreak session that was hosted by Sam Gituku. So in that video that I also am about to share with you, there was also details which were shared about these frustrations. And to be honest with you, many Kenyans have talked about what Ruto is doing to Uhuru Kenyatta. So it is not easy to tell whether it's Ruto doing it or it's the accounting officer who is the State House controller who is doing it. So, but again, who is the one who is commanding that State House controller? Because if the budget had been allocated, how comes it's only 28% that has been spent? And why is Uhuru being forced to use money from his pocket? If the budget is there, then where did this money go to? So kindly watch this reaction from one of the members who are hosted by Sam Gituku in the daybreak session.
Parliament should be summoning the role of State House to ask these hard questions which have been asked. We know there are issues of exchequer release. We are facing liquidity challenges as a country. But when they say we have only released 28% of what was appropriated by Parliament, have we also released 28% for all the other offices? So that if we have done it for all the other offices, then some, we can say this is a common problem to all offices because of liquidity challenges, and on the basis of that, retired president, just like another Kenyan, please be patient. When our liquidity situation improves, we'll be releasing more money to you. But then if we find that others have been able to observe even 70%, 80% of their budgets, and the retired president observing only 28%, then I think then Parliament should be able to do what is necessary to make sure that resources allocated for these specific offices are actually released to them.
Very well, ladies and gentlemen. That is also another video. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that the reactions that have been as a result of the statement by Kanzedena has literally prompted the State House spokesperson to come out and defend the State House, has also prompted William Ruto to call Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Personally, I think Ruto apologized to Uhuru Kenyatta. It is not usual for us to hear a case whereby Ruto is the one calling Uhuru. Most of the time, that does not happen. I mean, we've not heard about that. Maybe if they've been talking, it has been behind the scenes. But this time around, the State House controller, the State House spokesperson made it known that actually Ruto called Uhuru Kenyatta. So what do you think Ruto could have told Uhuru Kenyatta? And also, what do you think Uhuru could have issued as a response? Because one thing we know for sure is that Ruto constituted a team that is being led by the public service head. And that public service head is the person who's going to establish whether these facts or whether these allegations are true. And again, one thing I also would like to ask myself, if at all these allegations are true, then what next? The statement that the State House spokesperson has issued and the statement that the government spokesperson issued, these are two contrary statements. The government spokesperson, ile statement yake ilikuwa ni ya my feelings, ali issue statement bila kufikiria, because the things he talked about there did not make sense. But the statement that the State House spokesperson has issued is a bit mature and straight to the point, and at least this is a statement that is seeking to address some of those concerns ambazo Kanzedena ameziweka pale. Lakini ukiona ile Isaac Mwaura kitu ambacho aliongea pale wakati ule haikuwa ina make sense. I think ndio maana unaona Kanzedena aliongea pale na mahasira. Kanzedena aliongea kwa sababu ilikuwa ni uchungu, because yeye ni mmoja wale ambao wanafaa we confirmed. Yeye, she is a professional. She worked under the fourth president's term. Lakini kwa nini saizi hawi confirmed? Why are they refusing to renew her contract? So I think Kanzedena is right, and she made a strong point there, and I agree with her. But what the government spokesperson, I've noticed that there's a government spokesperson and there's a State House spokesperson. These two offices, people confuse them. And again, the person who is senior here, I think, is the State House spokesperson. Is the person who represents William Ruto's office, the State House spokesperson. The government only represents some of the projects ambazo ministries wako nazo. They just talk about it. But some of the time you realize that these two offices ni kama zina share responsibility. But Hussein Mohamed huwa anasei kubwa sana kushinda Isaac Mwaura. But that is a debate for another day. Let's just focus on what we think Ruto could have told Uhuru Kenyatta, and what we also think Uhuru could have told William Ruto. But one thing for sure, and I've said here, is that either the case, one thing for sure is that either the case, whoever chose to, stand down, the fact here is that they could have agreed on something here, and whatever they agreed on could have prompted that formation of that committee. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to rest my case there. Perhaps if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. So until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.